Hello, everyone from sunny Spain. It's 20 degrees here, Celsius, that is. And we just been out walking in the sun with a beautiful wife and the dogs. It's such a blessing being in this place. I mean, this is the reason why we're moving here because of the climate, right? So I'm going to try to answer some of your questions. And I know that usually Alisa has these Q&As, but today she couldn't be here. But I'm just going to answer a few burning questions that I get a lot these days. And number one is time frame. Everybody asks me, when will we be able to move into the math? So, like, like I'm trying to explain to everyone that comes down here that I mean, after they see the plot and they see that, I mean, infrastructure is partially done, and we're starting to dig in again with excavators and such on the plot. It's depending depending on the infrastructure. But to give you an answer that you can hold me accountable for, I think we are in the time frame that we promised everyone. So when we first started accepting reservations, approximately 5 months ago, we told everyone in 2 years you will be able to move in, and we are in that time frame. I believe in 1.5 years we will be finished with those 60 houses that we were talking about, and yeah, there will be a lot of houses ready this year. But I'm not sure who wants to move in so early. I assume a lot of the people working on the project will move in the first houses and the first apartments. Even if that's not going to be probably my house, I will still move in one of the first houses in order to supervise the project and so on. So actually, most of you desired to be present in the village from the second phase, not from the first one, because there's not so many community areas. And even though we are a community up there, I think is not as functional as having all the common areas and restaurants and shops and the school and kindergarten. A lot of people care about that. So yeah, to be honest with you, I think 1.5 years, it's a very, very realistic time frame. And of course, we keep you updated. If anything changes with that, we keep you updated. And those of you that want to move in the first phase or the first houses that pop up, let me know, and I'm sure we can figure it out. I know there are some people that want to move in fast. I know that John and Caroline want to move in the first phase, and John is going to help a lot with the woodwork that we need in there, and obviously me and Belinda and Stephen and Giselle, they're already moving down here. Alisa already moved down here, and she's ready to move into the first phase. Communication girls, Caitlin and Cassie, and they're looking forward to moving to the first phase as well. So, and quite a few others. I'm not sure if I should mention that now or not, but I think 20, 30 people want to move in this year, and I really hope we can accommodate them. Even if you're not going to build 20 or 30 villas in the first phase, we will build enough modular houses to house all of us. So if you wish to be among the first, just let us know, and we'll see what we can do. So far, it hasn't been a problem because, as I said, nobody wanted to be first because everyone wants to enjoy the benefits of being in an active, functional community. But with that said, there are many things that we depend on, such as the Spanish government and people and workers, and yeah, it's just so much to think about. So I really hope everything is gonna go as planned, and it has been so far. So far, we've been in the time frame that we promised. So I don't see why that shouldn't be the case. So I'm here to put your mind at ease. Everything is happening in the right time frame, exactly as we expected. Uh, Greatly also, uh, partially thanks to Stephen, that he's done amazing work with the project so far, and yeah, he's coming down here soon, and we're gonna have a lot of meetings with the entire team, and we're going to a construction fair in Germany next week to look for some more contacts and solutions for the houses. And yeah, we're busy and we're doing everything that we can. Um, so the time frame is in place, like expected. Another big question was, will the village be car free? And I really want to. I It is my absolute wish that this village would be a car free village, where you can just walk anywhere, or have a little electric scooter or whatever if you don't want to walk. But I would love it to be car free, so we can just walk on these beautiful alleys and have that feeling of a natural village, not asphalt and concrete and cars and pollution. And I mean, probably won't be much pollution with limited number of cars, but if you think about it, there are 500 families in there. If everyone is going to have a car or two, we're talking 1,000 cars. That's not good. That's not good for our village. Uh, I mean, I wouldn't want that. And like I told everyone, ultimately, it's not my decision to make. It would be everyone's decision. Everyone has to submit to a vote, or say, voice their opinions. And uh, we are working with some sort of a council that's gonna vote on everything. And the council is from the members that the map has right now. So we're not going to put 60 people in the council, but probably we're going to handpick 5 to 10 people that can vote on different issues and different ideas, and yeah, from all places in life. I mean, some with families, some retired, some young and coming village members. So we'll see. We'll see what everybody decides and what everybody says. But I really hope it's going to be car free. And the question I get most in regards to that is, "Oh, what am I doing with my car?" So yeah, there will be a lot of parking spaces outside of the village where you can safely park your car and even charge it and all that, free of charge. So that should be a nice solution. And it's not like it's car free because we are not allowed to have a car free village in there. This is a city plot, right? So the police needs to go in there, the ambulance needs to go in there, the fire truck in case anything happens, right? So there needs to be access for cars. So, for example, if you have a big piece of furniture that you need to carry in, it will be possible. I just don't want to make it so that everybody drives in and out all the time. So the traffic would be unbearable. So yeah, my wish is to have it like that. What will actually happen? It depends on you. So that was the second question that I needed to address again. Third question is again is coming up, and I think I wasn't clear enough from before, because a lot of people are very concerned with growing vegetables and fruit trees and growing organic food and have access to proper food. And I can assure you that this is probably at least in concept is one of the best places on earth to grow anything, because we are what we're doing with the soil right now, the way the soil is being treated to be extremely nutritious, um, and so the plants can get all the nutrition from the soil, and the irrigation systems, and what Oddmagna and Tommy are working with, the engineers, they're working with sound control systems that are solar powered and irrigation systems, and the technology is going to help us maintain it with less work while being 100% organic, natural. I mean, you probably don't get any better food than that in the world because these plots haven't been sprayed. They have no record of ever being sprayed with anything, so the soil is totally clean. And like our gardener from Norway, he said, well, it is a disaster right now because nothing will grow if you just plant it right now. But by the time we're done treating the soil, it will be the absolute best because the soil right now has the possibility of becoming great. A lot of plots, like it's almost impossible to find a plot that can become that great because everything has been sprayed and everything has been, you know, contaminated some way or another. Uh, Unfortunately, that's what industrialization and mass population has done to agriculture. But we are not among those people. This plot of land is really special like that, and I can assure you that first of all we can make the most incredible. We can grow the most incredible vegetables there are with like nutrients in a tomato would have the value of 5 tomatoes that you buy in the shop. It cannot be compared, and not being genetically modified and not being sprayed, not being not trying to speed the process for mass production. That would help a lot. And the second question again regarding this: will it be enough for everybody? And again, the gardener told me there's absolutely no problem to make enough food for 500 families. We have enough land to do that. But then again, it kind of depends on you. If you're working and if you want to get involved and participate, there will be more of you do that, more we will grow. I mean, this is not a profit project, so the MEV will not profit from uh, growing vegetables or doing anything community related. That, but in the same time, it goes both ways. If you don't get involved, then you won't be as much, right? So if everyone kind of agrees on the most important things that everyone needs to help, and we can make a system that really works for everyone. And we were debating, back and forth how we should do that, and that gets me to my next question. This I get asked a lot: will there be any community fees? And my understanding was that it can be possible. Actually, okay, let me tell you something funny, because we've been talking about having a circular economy, right? And I always told everyone that I encourage people that want to do something in the village, people that want to have a business, people that want to work with something and earn money in the village, because from their business and from their gain, the MEV can have a little part. Like, we won't charge you for rent, let's say, but a part of your profit should go back into the MEV. Not a significant part, obviously, just a very small part. But that can ensure that the MEV would have enough maintenance, and something gets broken and needs to be fixed and all of that. Now, the roads and infrastructure, we will pay for it, but the city hall will take over, so they will administrate that. That being said, that city hall is not very rich, and the chances that they will neglect a lot of things, yeah, it's actually very high. So I'm not really sure how maintenance would work in the future. We can only estimate by now. But my idea is that if you want to get involved, if you want to help in the gardens, if you want to be a part of this community actively, you won't have to pay anything. But if you just enjoy your days in the sun and you don't feel like doing much, maybe that can be a small fee for to cover these expenses. But that all depends on how many people want to get involved, and how many are willing to pay and all of that. Again, this is something that we need to talk, all of us, and decide all of us together. It doesn't have to be my decision. I'm going to be as much as a neighbor as every one of you. So my opinion is equally important as yours. Yeah, I started this project together with my wife, and yes, we are invested a lot of time and energy and money into this project. But the reason to do that is not to command over other people. That's my last wish on earth, to command over everyone's life. I just wanted to create the possibility of having a life that we dream of, but ultimately it's the community that will make things possible or not. So I suggest, if you guys all agree, that we kind of pick up the council that we're talking about. And we have actually one guy from Holland that wants to help with picking up a council that can function also when the village is up and running. And we have another girl that's recently come into the project from Germany. Alisa, talked to her, and she's actually expert in circular economy. So that can help us again have a better idea of what things can be. Yeah, if she comes with proper solutions that are easy to implement, and the council agrees with it, and then I think we have our solution and we have our answers. But right now, for me, it's too early to say if we will cost anything. Of course, I want this to be a free lifestyle because that's what I want. When I started this project, I wanted to create a lifestyle that can be free from uh, costs. It can be free from, you can have a free life and live for free if given that you paid for your house, right? So in the end of the month, it would be, in theory, possible to have no invoices. It would be possible to generate enough food and electricity and enough social interaction to satisfy your needs. So you don't have to do much at all, actually, if that is what you want. If you want to work all the time, that's also possible. A lot of people thrive in their work and in their careers and their hobbies, and I'm one of them. I am very passionate about a lot of things, and would probably not work with the same things that I do right now, but I would definitely have a lot of projects in the future. So if we manage to make that work for the village in a internal economy in a way that is appropriate for everyone, like the council will decide, then I think we're in for a treat, and we can have a very nice life, all of us. And yeah, safety is very important. Safety is very important for everyone. And recently got another question that is been popping up, like, yeah, in and out, depends on who's asking, I guess. A lot of you do not live in Spain, and because you do not live in Spain, you're not really in tune with the small problems that can occur here when you buy property or when you live in a place or another. So the questions were about security, and Spain is a really safe country to begin with. It's probably one of the safest countries in Europe. I don't have the stats, but you can surely Google it and let me know if that's true. But we never felt in danger here. Not even though we live in a tourist place, right? You would expect there will be some pickpockets, and yeah, I can see downtown on Friday night, Saturday night, you would see some drunk people and shit, But I don't think criminality is really an issue here. But even so, we address this issue, and we will fence in the entire community on the entire property. We will be fenced in with highly capable cameras that can monitor the area 24/7, and we will have one person working 24/7, monitoring and taking care of the security system. And that will be only on the perimeter, not inside the village. So you will never be watched inside the village that will have total privacy and no invasion of privacy whatsoever. But outside the village perimeter, it will be surveilled, so no people can actually come in unless they live there or they're invited somehow. Um, we are still we actually got some offers, and the guy working with the security system, it's a good friend of mine that lives here down here in Spain, and they they have a lot of solutions, even for this stage when we're building and there's not a proper network yet. Um, and when the village is all built and we need to automate some of the systems, such as uh, you know barrier at the entrance of the village, and some sort of key cards that you can enter automatically, or maybe not have that at all, and just surveil the perimeter. We're still debating, but the area is really really safe. In Planes there was no criminality for I don't know. I think he said 70 years. So yeah, it's really really safe up there, and I know that this is an expat community, and we are seeing here in Spain like people with money that come and buy the nice houses, and there is a bit of that mentality of, yeah, when Scandinavians, Americans, Dutch people, Germans, they come with their money, they buy the nicest houses, and they have the nice lifestyle in the sun. Locals, especially with poorer economy, tend to look down on us because of that. So I think even though there hasn't been any uh, criminality, the honey jar can attract some wasps. So we will make sure that it's super secure, and nobody can come in unless they need to. Um, yeah. Another question was about sellers, and I know the architect assured me that it is possible in most of the places. It is possible to build a cellar, but now the texture of the soil, and the geological study that shows the water underground and all of that would limit those places to, I'm not sure how much, but I think most of the houses, like 90% of the houses, can have a cellar uh, if required, and that would be probably an add-on that you can request when you book your house. So yeah, in hope I answered these critical questions. I know there's more questions that people wonder about, but these are the recurring questions that come all the time, and I get them on my WhatsApp and on my personal email. So they kind of stuck into my mind. So I just thought I'll make it as clear as possible, and of course I'll update you on all of these issues, and you'll be the first to know when things get decided, and or whether you will be required to vote for something or not. Yeah, maybe it's a good idea. That's something that we can start definitely in the near future. Try to have some voting going on. That would help. So yeah, have a nice Saturday, everyone. And those of you that are already reserved, we can meet on the neighbors meeting tomorrow. If not, I'll see you next Saturday. Have a great weekend. Bye.